friends, welcome back to Cooking with Gloria. Today I want to share with you a very delicious and amazing filling for your tamales. Cheesy Chorizo Filling. I know you guys are going to love this filling for those homemade tamales. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. These are my ingredients: tomato, garlic cloves, salt, red onion, chorizo, and queso Los Altos. This is everything we need to make this delicious and amazing filling for those homemade tamales. So let's get started. I want to start first with the red onion. You want to chop your onion not finely, but in medium pieces. The reason that I'm saying medium pieces, it's so that you could see it in the filling. The same thing with the tomato. I'm going to transfer the onion to this white plate and I'm going to put it aside. I'm going to continue with the tomato, and the tomatoes, I have 4, and I'm going to slice them in little squares, but yet not too small, almost the same size of the onion. So when you make the filling, you could really see the pieces of the tomato and the onion. This filling really comes out so delicious, so amazing, that I know you guys are going to love it. Well, I'm going to continue slicing my 4 tomatoes and cubing it in medium pieces. Look at this. This is the part that really takes a little longer time. It's getting everything ready to start preparing your filling, your chorizo and cheese filling. Well, here I am going to continue. I'm going to put this aside and I'm going to continue with the garlic cloves. The garlic cloves, you really need to chop them really small, dice them really tiny so that they release all the delicious flavor into the chorizo. I'm going to put everything in here in this small little plate. The garlic is very important to add it to this filling because the garlic is really going to bring up the delicious flavor of the chorizo. I have my queso fresco Los Altos. Of course, any kind of fresh cheese you have at home, but this is the one I really love to use for this filling. This cheese is nice and thick and creamy, and when you put it inside the tamal, it really stays on those little pieces. It really doesn't melt away. The pieces stay in there and you could really see them when you add it to your tamales. Well, here I'm just gonna cube it in medium-sized pieces so that when you add them in your tamal, you could really see the cheese in there. And be generous with your filling when you're making those delicious homemade tamales. And here my pan is nice and hot. I'm gonna start pulling apart the chorizo. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes when it starts releasing its oil, its liquid. That's why I don't like to add any oils or anything to it. Slowly it's going to be releasing the oils and the liquid. And here we're just gonna cook it for just a couple minutes. I want to show you that I have everything ready. The salt, I'm not going to use any salt. The reason that I'm not going to is because the chorizo, it's already a little salty, and I don't want this filling to be salty at all. But remember, every place makes different kind of chorizo. So taste your chorizo. If your chorizo needs a little bit of salt, then add the salt. But if it doesn't, do not add it because you don't want the filling to be overpowering, over salted. That's why I'm not adding any of the salt. I'm just gonna add everything in here. I'm not gonna overcook it either, because I wanna see the little pieces of the tomato. I wanna see the little pieces of the onion, and of course the cheese. So right now I'm just gonna saute it for just 1 or 2 minutes, making sure that it doesn't stick on the bottom of the pan. I'm just gonna mix it around. When everything is really coated with the liquid of the tomato, then it's time to remove it. Let me show you. You could see the oil on the bottom, very little, the juices of the tomato, and that's exactly how you want your filling. So at this point, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start taking it off, putting it in this plate so it stops cooking. My home smells amazing, and I'm sure that my neighbors are already thinking, what is Gloria cooking? Because you know something, my kitchen smells really good. And now I'm just going to transfer it to this plate, and here is when I'm going to add the cubes of the cheese, and I'm gonna be very generous. I'm gonna add a little bit at a time, and I'm just gonna mix it around, covering it completely so that the cheese gets that delicious flavor of the chorizo. Well, this is completely done. I'm ready for the presentation. I'll see you in a bit. My friends, I am completely done with this delicious cheesy chorizo filling for those delicious homemade tamales. Look at this. This came out amazing, delicious, and perfect for the holidays. I hope, my friends, you give it a try. You make this delicious filling at home for those delicious and amazing tamales. Let's surprise our families making this delicious filling. If you liked and loved my recipe, I invite you to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, share this video on social media with your friends, with your relatives, so Cooking with Gloria keeps growing. Don't forget to push that notification bell, and if you did, leave it activated so every time I make a delicious recipe like I did today, yes, you're going to be notified. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. I love you guys. Thank you for being part of my family. Like, subscribe, and share. See you soon. Bye-bye.